Good afternoon, everybody, here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Mike Gill with you live at the Shoot Down Cancer Classic here on the campus of St. Augustine Prep, where today we've got a special Shoot Down Classic matchup for you between the St. Joe's Wildcats and the Eastern Regional High School Vikings, the number 6 team in all of South Jersey with a record of 15-3. The live video over at 97.3 ESPN.com is provided by Ulmer's Appliance Service with 4 offices to serve you. Call 609-399-4398 for information. That's Ulmer's Appliance Service with the live video on our website, 973ESPN.com. Coming up at 5:30 tonight, we'll also have live play-by-play coverage of Wildwood Catholic taking on Cherokee. So back-to-back games for you here on 97.3 ESPN.com. We're about to start this matchup here in Richland today as we ultimately see St. Joe's take on Eastern, and we'll get you the starting lineups in just a second here for Eastern. It is Logan Edwards, Alex Barr, Tom Flacco, Malik Sanders, and Matt Klanuski. Klanuski. Starting in the Eastern with the blue and the white. Klanuski in the jump circle for Eastern. Charlie Riccardi, Val Vedino, Ben Mitchell, Jordan Davis, and LaQuay Brown, the 5 on the floor for the Wildcats of St. Joe's. They're dressed in white with red trim. And Eastern, the Vikings, will move right to left, and it will be St. Joe's going left to right here on your video screen at 97.3 ESPN.com. Klanuski wins the tap, and Eastern has the ball as a little pressure comes from St. Joe's early here. Logan Edwards, full court pass, right of the lane, down on the baseline, and it goes out of bounds, trying to get a pass in there for Malik Sanders, so St. Joe has the basketball. Early stages of the first quarter, 10 seconds in, and we've already got a turnover. Vedino crosses the timeline. Gets a pass on the right side, and the pass is stripped away from Davis. Here comes Eastern back right of the lane, and Sanders, layup missed it, no good. The rebound is fought for and won in the corner over there by Flacco. Flacco now tries to force a pass into the paint, and it's stolen away. Stolen away there by Ben Mitchell. Mitchell cross-court pass to Vedino. Into the corner for Riccardi for 3. The left-hander is just no good, and the baseline rebound comes down to Alex Barr. Barr at the elbow all the way for Klanuski, and he gets the layup, and it's good. And the Vikings are on the board first. It's 2-0 with 7:04 to play here first quarter. Vedino over on the right side for Riccardi. Riccardi bounce pass. Now they kick it out, and a shot, tough layup by Ben Mitchell. Gets that one to fall, and it's 2-2. 6:50 to play first quarter. Ben Mitchell with the bucket for the Wildcats. Crossing the timeline, Logan Edwards. Man-to-man defense played here by the Wildcats. Edwards on the right side for Flacco. Flacco high up top for Sanders. Sanders right of the lane, cuts the paint, and gets one to fall. Malik Sanders has 2. It's 4-2 in favor of Eastern, 6:26 and counting. Vedino crosses the timeline at the between the circles, guarded by Logan Edwards. Vedino right side, gets it into the corner. Riccardi with a bounce pass, and they get it back to Riccardi for 3 in the corner. It's short, and the rebound comes down to Alex Barr. Now there's a fight on the ground for it, and a whistle. We're going to have a jump ball, and the arrow will stay with the St. Joe Wildcats. 4-2 our score, 6:05 to play here in the first quarter at the Shoot Down Cancer Classic on the campus of St. Augustine Prep. Up top, Mitchell with a shot, runner, no good. The rebound to Flacco. Flacco, and gets it to Alex Barr. Barr dribbling up under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. 4-2 the score. Eastern with the ball and the lead. Flacco down low. Klanuski catches, double teamed. He gets some space, puts a layup, no good. It's stripped on the floor, and a Wildcat it looked like Vadino came up with it. Outlet pass. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell to Riccardi for three. It's no good long, and Alex Barr runs down the rebound. Now the ball's on the floor, and the Wildcats, and there's a fight for it and a whistle, and this time Eastern will get the jump ball, and the Vikings with a 4-2 lead with 5:27 to play. First quarter on 97.3 ESPN.com. Mike Gill with you here on the on a Sunday evening. Barr and Edwards in the backcourt. Barr back to Edwards. Crosses the timeline. Little 1-3-1 pressure here at half court coming from St. Joe. Into the corner. Three ball on the way. Sanders is short. The rebound run down by Edwards. Edwards back to Sanders. Sanders with a layup, and it's good. And Sanders has four. It's 6-2 Eastern with 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Vadino crosses the timeline on the left side, gets it off to Davis. Davis up top for Riccardi. Riccardi, and a man-to-man defense here by the Vikings. A near steal by Logan Edwards. Almost ran over his head coach, Joe Murphy. The Vikings 15-3, taking on this St. Joe's team. It looks like they will be a member of the Cape Atlantic League playoffs, which are coming up later on in the month. We'll have them for you on 97.3 ESPN FM. Mitchell catches on the left block, and Mitchell has all four of the Wildcat points. It's 6-4 in favor of Eastern with the basketball. 4:31 to play here in the first. Barr crosses the timeline. Man-to-man defense here by the Wildcats. Wildcats in the white on your video screen. Eastern in the blue. Flacco thought about a three. Now on the wing. Here comes Sanders at the foul line behind his back. Lost the hander. Nearly stolen away by Vadino, and it goes out of bounds. St. Joe going to get a substitute. Richard Kirindongo into the game. And he replaces Charlie Riccardi. So Kirindongo in, Riccardi out for St. Joe in the white. Eastern leads 6-4. With the basketball, they trigger in front of the St. Joe bench on the near sideline. Trigger man will be Malik Sanders. Sanders gets it in for Barr. Barr gets it over into the corner, and Klanuski with a layup, and that's good with the left hand. So he's got four. It's 8-4. Eastern has the lead. Whistle, and the ball's going to go out of bounds off of Eastern. So it's actually Jordan Davis into the game for St. Joe, not Kirindongo. Kirindongo started the game, and Davis, those two switch jersey numbers from our book. Bounce pass down low, and LaQuay Brown missed the layup, but Mitchell's there with the putback, and Mitchell has all 6 of the Wildcat points. 8-6 to score. Mitchell was 6 for St. Joe. 3:39 to play in the first quarter. Eastern with the lead and the ball. This is Edwards. Edwards on the right wing. Into the game for the first time is Jordan Scalgiro. Bounce pass to Flacco. Flacco to Barr, and a little push by by Ben Mitchell on Alex Barr, and he'll get called for the foul. So first foul on Ben Mitchell. First foul of the game, and a sub for St. Joe into the game is Jordan Lyles, and Val Vadino takes a seat. Jordan Lyles, a 5'11 senior coming off the bench here. Scalendro into the game for Eastern as well. Barr takes the ball to the paint, all the way to the basket, and Alex Barr has his first 2 to give him a 4-point lead with 3:12 to play, 10-6 to score. All the way to the baseline. Mitchell's layup is blocked by Klanuski, and here come the Vikings. 10-6, they lead it with 3 minutes to play. Barr kicks it out into the corner. Scalendro for 3, no, back to Logan Edwards for 3, and he connects for a 7-point lead, 13-6 with 2:51 to play first quarter. This is Davis on the wing for Lyles. Back up top for Brown. LaQuay Brown puts it on the floor. Spins, pressured by Klanuski. Brown loses the handle. Now he regains it and gets it out to Jordan Davis. Davis at the left elbow. Kicks it in the corner for Riccardi, 3. And that one goes down. So a 3 for Charlie Riccardi makes it 13-9, 2:20 to play, first quarter. Edwards crosses the timeline, stared down here by Jordan Davis. Into the corner. Flacco for 3. It's long. The rebound, Klanuski. Klanuski spins, fires up a fadeaway, front rim, gets it to fall. 8 of the 15 for Matt Klanuski. 15-9. Eastern leads. 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Right of the lane. Kick out. Mitchell down the paint. Stolen away. Whistle first. And there's a foul on the floor. Been a clean first quarter here at the Prep. And the foul is just the first against Eastern. And it's going to be charged to Alex Barr, his first, team's first. 15-9, Eastern leads, 1:54 to play in the first. Over to Davis, kicks it to Riccardi. Riccardi dribbles, thought about it. Now a fall away, side of the rim, no good. Klanuski cleans up the rebound, and they get it to Barr. 1:45 to play, up the far sideline. Barr streaking down, kicks it to Flacco. Over to Edwards. Edwards, Scalendro, back to Klanuski, a straight-on 3. Front-rimmed it, got it to fall, and Klanuski gives him a 9-point advantage, 18-9. He's got 9. And it's stolen away by Scalendro. Scalendro up the near sideline. Left of the lane, all the way, blocked away by, it looks like a block by Jordan Lyles. And the ball's going to stay with Eastern with 1:18 to play. They lead at 18-9. Into the game for Eastern, Justin Fendrick for the first time. He'll be the guy in the yellow shoes on your video monitor. Klanuski, Fenrick, Scalendro on the right wing, back up top. Fendrick, Scalendro gets it down to the Flacco. Bounce pass up top. Cross court, Scalendro for 3, good. John Scalendro hits a 3. 21-9, Eastern pulling away here. St. Joe behind the back. On the right side, Riccardi 3, and no, it's a long 2. A long 2 gives Riccardi 5, cuts it to 21-11. So Riccardi, the left-hander, heating up. Alex Barr with 35 seconds to play, looking for possibly one here. Barr, dribble drive, kicks it to Flacco. Scalendro, left of the lane, kicks it out. Fendrick, Flacco, right of the lane, kicks it out. Barr for 3. And it's way off base. Brown comes down with the rebound. 22 seconds to play. Here comes Riccardi, right of the lane, and he throws up a wild layup, but he's fouled. Second team foul on Eastern. 18.9 left in the quarter, and the foul is charged to Flacco, and that's his first foul. Tom Flacco, 6'2 senior, the quarterback of the Vikings, the runner-up in the Group 5 football playoffs. And the shot, the lefty for Riccardi is good. Charlie Riccardi, 6 points for the senior. Makes it 21-12. First quarter here at the Prep. Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee up next here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Riccardi. Second opportunity is falls down. Looks like it was going to fall out, hit the front rim, and just kind of hung up there and fell backwards. So here comes Eastern with 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Fendrick crosses the timeline, gets it to Barr. Barr double-teamed, dribbling out of it. Barr, right of the lane, kicks it out for Flacco. Flacco gets it up top for Klanuski. Puts it on the floor with the left hand at the elbow, spins to the middle of the paint, and gets it to fall. What a lay-in as time expires for Matt Klanuski. Makes it a 23-13 first quarter advantage for Eastern here on 97.3 ESPN.com. And Klanuski there with 11 of the 23 for Eastern there and showing a little bit of versatility. The 6'8" senior takes it from the perimeter, spins, left hand, and the layup was good here on 97.3 ESPN.com. It's brought to you by RE/MAX at the Shore, the Jersey Shore real estate experts. Call 609-523-9494 and let the experts find you a home at the Shore. It's also brought to you by the DeWeese Law Firm. For experience and effective legal representation in New Jersey, call 609-522-5599 or visit DeWeeseLawFirm.com. Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee coming up next here on 97.3 ESPN.com. About to start the second quarter here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Mike Gill with you here on this Sunday evening, Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee up next. 23-13, St. Joe trails with the basketball. St. Joe in the video in white, Eastern in blue. Up and under, moved by Mitchell, gets it to fall in the paint. Ben Mitchell with 8 points, 8 of the 23, or excuse me, of the 15. 23-15, St. Joe trails, Eastern with the ball. 7:30, early stages, second quarter. Malik Sanders, left side, right of the lane, left of the lane, excuse me. Klanowski kicks it to Scalendro, deep in the corner for Sanders. Scalendro top of the key. Back at the top. Scalendro thought about a three, puts it on the floor. Back to Barr. And try to force the pass to Klanowski. It's knocked away. Here comes Mitchell. Over to Riccardi. Three ball on the way. The rebound, it's a short three. The rebound comes down to Malik Sanders, and Eastern, little foul over the back there. And Eastern fouls charged at 25, Richard Kirindongo. 23-15, Eastern leads, 7:08 to play, half. 97.3 ESPN.com's coverage of high school basketball. Check out our high school hoops homepage for the rest of our schedule as Fendrick takes it to the basket. He lost the handle on it and then slid on the floor to go get it, and it's a travel, and it'll go back to St. Joe. So the Wildcats hanging around, down by 8. The number 6 team in South Jersey is Eastern at 15-3. Very impressive. One of the top teams in South Jersey. We saw Atlantic City beat Camden last night. We also saw Holy Spirit beat St. Augustine by 3 in a game you heard on 97.3 ESPN radio. Valdino back to Riccardi. Riccardi bounces it up. Val Vadino kicks it into the corner. This is Kirindongo back to Mitchell. Down on the baseline for Brown. Brown's shot is long. He gets the rebound and puts it back. No good. The rebound comes down, and Kirindongo thought he was fouled on the putback. No good. And an outlet pass is stolen away. Brown tipped it, and Kirindongo gets it all the way down the middle, and he gets called for a charge. And you know what? He might have got the blocking foul had he not argued the fact that he thought he was fouled on the play before. So an offensive foul on Kirindongo. And I believe that will be his second foul, team's third. 6:11 to play. Vikings lead the Wildcats 23-15. Edwards on the right sideline. Klanowski puts it on the floor, separation. Now they get it. Baseline goes Sanders. He missed the layup, and the rebound comes down to Brown. Here comes Kirindongo. Over to Vadino. On the far sideline. Vadino, man-to-man defense still by the Vikings. Kirindongo back up top for Mitchell. And Mitchell let it go right between his hands. Stolen away by Sanders. Sanders crosses the timeline between the circles, straight down the middle, and the layup's no good. Klanowski gets the rebound, and he was fouled. A little tangle. And Matt Klanowski hustling back to get that rebound. 23-15, Eastern leads. Tom Flacco re-enters for the Vikings. Taking a seat is Malik Sanders. Flacco back into the game. 23-15 Eastern leads, 5:31 to play in the first half. Flacco the trigger man. Klanowski catches. Scalendro at the top of the key. Back to Klanowski with a fadeaway jumper, and it's good. From left of the lane, a little catch and turn. 10-point Eastern lead. Vadino got the ball poked from behind by Barr, and then in trying to go get that ball, ran into Scalendro, and there's a foul on Vadino, and that'll be Vadino's first, and actually his second team foul, in the team's fifth. 25-15, 10-point Eastern lead with the ball. 5 minutes to play here in the half. Edwards kicks it out for Flacco. Flacco at the elbow. Bounce pass to Scalinger for a long two. It's short. Klanuski gets the rebound. Then he is whacked to the ground, and it will be Riccardi who is charged with that foul. And it will be the 6th-team foul on St. Joe. Riccardi with his first. Flacco inbounds. Flacco kicks it in. Barr for 3 on the wing, and it's no good. The rebound comes down. Nice rip down by Ben Mitchell. In transition, Brown. Cross court to Riccardi. 3 ball on the way, and it's good, and he's fouled. Riccardi hits the 3 and the foul. A 4-point opportunity. Good catch and shoot by Charlie Riccardi, the lefty senior, connects, and he also has his second 3. 6 of his points have come on the 3-pointers. 10 in all, making it 11 with that free throw. 11 of the 19 for Riccardi. 25-19 with 4:50 to play. So Mitchell and Riccardi have all the points for St. Joe. Flacco thought about a 3. Klanuski spins right of the lane, dumps it down low, and it's stolen away by Brown. Brown from the Wildcats comes up with it. 25-19. Here comes St. Joe. Vadino crosses the timeline. Kieran Dongo comes to catch. Guarded by Flacco. Cross court to Brown. Brown now between the circles. Top of the key. 4:20 to play first half. Kieran Dango goes baseline. It's cut off. Brown catches, dribbles it off his foot, lost it momentarily. Kieran Dango comes up with it. Almost gave up the pivot, then fires a pass to Mitchell on the baseline. He was fouled first on the floor. And with 4:08 to play, Logan Edwards whistled for the foul. Into the game for the first time. Back in for St. Joe, by the way, is Jordan Davis. Vadino takes a seat. Riccardi takes a 3, and it's good. And Charlie Riccardi heating up, and we got a timeout by St. Joe after the 3. So with 4:01 left to play here in the first half, a Riccardi 3 makes it 25-22 Eastern over St. Joe here on 97.3 ESPN.com. I'm Mike Gill with you here. The live video online supplied by Ulmer's Appliance Service with 4 offices to serve you. Call 399-4398 for information. Ulmer's Appliance Service. And, of course, RE/MAX at the Shore, the Jersey Shore real estate experts. Call 609-523-9494 and let the experts find you a home at the Shore. Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee coming up next here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Coming out of the timeout. By the way, Darren Gibson into the game for Eastern. Making his first appearance of the night. Alex Barr bringing the basketball up. We'll get you the 5 on the floor for the Wildcats here in a minute. Barr into Gibson, and he walked in trying to get the ball to Gibson. We got to walk. So Brown, Riccardi, Davis, Mitchell, and Kieran Dongo on the floor, the 5 on the floor for St. Joe. Jordan Davis running the point, and he throws a pass to Riccardi right through the hands, and they turn it over. 3:44 to play here in the first half. 25-22, Vikings lead the Wildcats. I'd like to see these two teams play football against each other. Edwards crosses the timeline as he's tripped up, and Jordan Davis will be whistled for the foul. And I believe that will put St. Joe in the penalties, so we should have a 1-and-1 here for Logan Edwards at the line for Eastern. 3 points. Logan Edwards, the left-hander, takes his first shot and it's no good on the 1-and-1, and the rebound comes down to Ben Mitchell. Mitchell gets it up for Kirindongo at the foul line. Over to Riccardi. Riccardi goes baseline. It's cut off, and there's a foul on Gibson. So Darren Gibson with the foul, and it will be his first, team's fifth. So St. Joe will trigger it left of the hoop. Here at the Shootdown Cancer Classic at St. Augustine Prep with Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee, the final game of the night coming up next. We'll have that for you here with live video on 97.3 ESPN.com. Brown catches the inbound, and there's a foul off the ball, and Charlie Riccardi whistled for his second foul, and that will be the team's eighth. So 2 away from the double bonus with 3:25 left to play here in the first half. They inbound it with some pressure. Jordan Davis applying the pressure here to Logan Edwards. Edwards crosses the timeline, but not without a lot of hassle. They get it to Flacco. Flacco to Gibson. Gibson gets it nearly stolen, but somehow it found a way to Flacco, and Flacco lays it in for his first 2 of the night. It's a 5-point lead for Eastern with 3 minutes to go in the half. Over to Kirindongo. Riccardi comes to get it between the circles. LaQuay Brown, back to Kirindongo. Ben Mitchell has it on the wing, left to the lane, and he gets fouled by Flacco on the floor. That'll be 6 team fouls. One more will put them in the bonus. Mitchell will inbound. Into the game is Jordan Lyles. Kirindongo takes a seat for St. Joe with 2:46 to play. Wildcats trail by 5. And a foul on the floor by Klanuski, and that's going to make it a 1-and-1 situation here. Bad foul by Klanuski. 2:45 to go, first half. Wildcats trail by 5, but now LaQuay Brown will go to the line. Looking for someone other than Riccardi and Mitchell to score here for St. Joe. They're the only 2 scorers for the Wildcats, who are only down by 5, even with that. And Brown's attempt is long, and the rebound comes down to Logan Edwards. 2:41 to play in the first half. Scalendro down low for Klanuski, who's left of the lane. A fall-away jumper is short, and the rebound comes down to Flacco, and he puts it in. So Tom Flacco has the last 4 for the Vikings to make it a 7-point lead. And Flacco nearly steals it away from Jordan Davis on the other end of the floor, but they're going to whistle Flacco, and that's going to be his 3rd foul, and that will put Davis to the line for St. Joe. Alex Barr re-enters. Flacco with the 3 fouls is going to have to take a seat, and getting off the bench is Malik Sanders now for Eastern as well, and Logan Edwards is going to get a quick timeout here. Jordan Davis at the line for St. Joe. 2:22 to play first half. 29-22 the score, and the shot is short. St. Joe having a tough time of it in the line here in the second quarter. Just 1 for 3. 7-point lead. Eastern with the ball. Barr spins, fadeaway, no good. Brown with the rebound. Here come the Wildcats in transition. Back to Barr. Barr with a right-hand layup. It's partially blocked, but he comes up with his own rebound. Riccardi goes baseline. Now he fades away, and that might have been tipped by Sanders, and Klanuski comes up with the rebound. Barr, cross-court to Gibson. Gibson, now he kicks it to Sanders, but he throws it right off of his chest. Too much mustard on that one. It goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to St. Joe, who's going to get a couple subs into the game. Kirindongo back in along with Vedino. 1:51 to play. 29-22 in the first half. St. Joe trails with the ball. Vedino comes to the right sideline. Over to Kirindongo. Spins to the baseline. It's cut off nicely, and they get it back to Vedino between the circles. Bounce pass down to Brown, left of the lane. Brown spins baseline, and he stares at Klanuski, and he takes a step, and they turn it over with 1:29 to go here in the first half. St. Joe's going to get a couple of subs. Jordan Davis in along with Jordan Lyle. So some offense, defense now for St. Joe. St. Joe putting some full court pressure on here with Mitchell, and then they retract. So Mitchell staring up on Barr. Barr with a belt-high dribble, gets it in the right corner. Gibson spins, and he bounce passes to Klonuski right of the lane, who tries to go up and under, but he gets his cutting Barr, and Barr's shot is blocked away. Klonuski gets the rebound, and he puts in the loose change. He's got 4 in the quarter, 31-22 Eastern lead. 1 minute to go here in the half. Jordan Davis backs it out. Davis between the circles. Davis trying to get some separation, gets it to Riccardi on the wing, left side. Riccardi backs it out, gets it to Lyles. Lyles back to Davis. 47 seconds. Over to Lyles. Bounce pass down low for Mitchell, and Mitchell gets fouled. Gibson called for the foul, his second. That'll be the 9th team foul on the Vikings. So 1-1 coming up here for Ben Mitchell, who's got 8 of the 22. All the other points are scored by Charlie Riccardi, who has 3 threes in the game. And Mitchell's shot is short. Devin Martin into the game for the first time for St. Joe, and Charlie Riccardi is going to take a seat. And the second opportunity here for Mitchell is no good. So St. Joe really struggling from the line here as Scalantro ran down the rebound. 35 seconds to play in the first half. Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee coming up right after this one on 97.3 ESPN.com. Klonuski with the ball high over his head, between the circles. Looking, puts it on the floor, gets it over to Barr. Barr fires up a runner, and a foul called on Lyles, and Lyles not happy about it, but that's going to put Barr at the line for 2 now as the double bonus comes into play with 18.9 seconds left here in the first half. Alex Barr at the line with 2 points on the evening. First one is no good. It seems that free throws are not being worked on too much tonight. Riccardi back in the game. Riccardi's actually 3 for 3 from the line. He's the only player in the game to make a free throw. Barr's second attempt is good, so that breaks that and makes it a 32-22 game. 10-point lead for the Wildcats. Get it to Riccardi. Riccardi goes baseline. He gets a cutoff. Brown at the elbow. Brown kicks it across court. All the way to the basket goes Martin, and there's a whistle down there. We'll see what happened. And a timeout taken on the floor. So Eastern gets the possession and calls a timeout with 5.9 seconds left here in the first half. 32-22, Eastern in the lead, and they take that timeout, a 30-second timeout. Eastern leads it with 5.9 seconds to play in the first half. And the officials trying to tell the rest of the players they need to come off the floor as the 5 on the floor for St. Joe, putting some pressure on Eastern now. Scalantro will inbound the basketball right of the hoop. They get it to Barr on the bounce pass. 5 seconds. Here we go. Crossing the timeline up the right sideline. Thought about a 3. Now into the corner for 3. Sanders hits long. And the rebound by Edwards comes up short. And that will be the end of the first half with the score. St. Joe trailing Eastern 32-22 here on 97.3 ESPN.com. And, of course, Eastern, the number 6 team in South Jersey, 15-3. A very tough challenge here for St. Joe, who has been coming on as of late, and a very strong team in the Cape Atlantic League. How do they fare in the playoffs? Find out later on this month with the Cape Atlantic League playoffs here on 97.3 ESPN.com. We'll take a timeout here and be back with some stats and more from the first half of play, and we'll have the full second half for you here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Live video brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance Service. With 4 offices to serve you, call 399-4398 for information. That's Ulmer's Appliance Service And, of course, the DeWeese Law Firm for experience and effective legal representation in New Jersey. Call 609-522-5599 or visit DeWeeseLawFirm.com. It's the Boardwalk Honda Game of the Week here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Check out their online inventory at BoardwalkHonda.com. We'll take a quick timeout, regroup, and then come back with all the stats from this first half of play here on 97.3 ESPN.com.
We're ready. Ready for business. Ready for relaxation. Ready for your stay. Are you ready for your Ocean City, New Jersey vacation?
Yeah.
Ocean City is ready for you.
I got it.
You love about the Wildwoods.
I love the water slide.
Great shopping.
The tram car.
Beautiful free beaches.
Boogie boards.
Viking. The ride. Games. Free concerts.
We love everything.
Visit wildwoodsnj.com/love to share your stories, photos, and videos for a chance to win great prizes and get your free Wildwoods vacation guide with over $400 in valuable coupons.
About to start the second half here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Mike Gill with you here on the .com tonight. And, of course, Eastern 15-3 taking on St. Joe's 12-4 at the Shootdown Cancer Classic here at St. Augustine Prep. Couple scores. Matt Klanuski leads the way with 15 for Eastern. 14 for Charlie Riccardi at St. Joe's. 8 for Ben Mitchell for the Wildcats as well. Key numbers in the game. St. Joe's shooting just 38% from the field. And big number for Eastern. They're at 51%. They're out rebounding the Wildcats 20-10 in the game. And another big number is both teams with 9 turnovers in this one. Eastern has dominated 20 points in the paint and 13 second chance points. That's where they have a 10-point, 32-33 lead as we get ready to start the second half here on 97.3 ESPN.com. And it will be Scalendro starting it in the second half for Eastern. Klanuski with the basketball. This is Barr. Foul line extended jumper and can't get it to fall. The rebound comes down to Riccardi. And there's a fight for it, and it goes off the leg of Scalendro, who starts the second half. He did not start the first half, but is in the game here for Eastern to start the second half. St. Joe's in the white, Eastern in the blue. They lead by 10 to the Vikings of Eastern at 15-3, the Wildcats 12-4 from the Cape Atlantic League. Mitchell gets a pass, layup high off the glass. The rebound comes down to Kieran Dongo, and he throws it away, and here comes Eastern. Coming to the near sideline, over in the corner. Klanuski for 3. It's short. The rebound comes down to Klanuski. The long rebound, and there's a whistle and a foul called. It looks like they're going to get Matt Klanuski on a push-off there, and that's going to be his second foul. 32-22, 7:20 left to play in the third quarter. 10-point Eastern leads, St. Joe with the ball. Ben Mitchell inbounds. Gets it to Vedino. No, he couldn't. Nearly stolen away by Logan Edwards. So Edwards will inbound for St. Joe. Now some pressure from Eastern. They're putting on the press here. They get into Kieran Dongo. Ricardo Kieran Dongo crosses the timeline, dribbles between 2 Viking defenders, then tries to go with a no-look pass, gets it batted away, but into the arms of Mitchell, and Ben Mitchell has 2. And Ben Mitchell in double figures now with 10. 32-24, 7 minutes to play third quarter. Edwards crosses the timeline, gets it to Barr. Barr on the right side, off his foot, the ball's on the floor. Brown comes up with it. Brown in transition. Brown at the foul line. Brown, and he is fouled from the backside. He missed the layup, but he will walk to the line. LaQuay Brown will shoot 2. 0 for 1 from the line today. 6'4" senior, LaQuay Brown. $6:50 to play here in the third. Brown's first shot is good. 3 for 7 St. Joe was from the line in the first half. That makes him 4 for 8. Second attempt coming for Brown. And it's good. So he makes a pair. And it's 32-26. Edwards to Scalendro. Crosses the timeline. And the ball goes out of bounds. Going to stay with Eastern. Over at 97.3 ESPN.com at 5:30, the tip-off of Wildwood Catholic taking on Cherokee. Klanuski catches the inbounds. Top of the key between the circles. Guarded by Brown. He spins on Brown, gives up the dribble. Gets it out for Edwards. Edwards with the ball high over his head. Edwards between the circles. Edwards bounced past to Klanuski, who's left of the lane. Double team. Now he works on Brown one-on-one, and they're going to get LaQuay Brown for a foul. It's his first. 32-26, Eastern leads with the ball. 6:22 left to play in the third quarter. They inbound it to Barr. Barr, dribble drive, kick out. And out of the hands of Malik Sanders, so a turnover. Sanders had it in the corner and couldn't catch it. Mitchell will inbound for St. Joe on the far sideline to Vedino, and it's stripped away out of bounds to Eastern. Eastern nearly with a gets the turnover there. Can't have those lazy passes. Here comes Mitchell. Fires a pass into Vedino. Vedino with the left-hand dribble, crosses the timeline right in front of us here, spins, fires to Riccardi, leading scorer for the Wildcats. Now a three for Rivadino, and he gets it to go, and the St. Joe bench rises to the occasion, 32-29. Eastern in the lead with the ball. 5:50 to play. Klanuski, who took 6 steps, they finally called it, and he turns it over. Matt Klanuski. Looked like there might have been a tie-up in there, and with that call, Joe Murphy, going to take a timeout, and it is a 30-second timeout taken here by the coach with 32-29 to score in the third quarter. Mike Gill with you here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Live video provided by Ulmer's Appliance Service with 4 offices to serve you. Call 609-399-4398 for information. Ulmer's Appliance Service. Remax at the Shore. Jersey Shore Real Estate Experts. Call 609-523-9494 and let the experts find you a home at the Shore. It is the Boardwalk Honda Game of the Week here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Brian Brumell and his professional staff are waiting to serve you at Boardwalk Honda on Tilton Road in EHT. The stat crew, Joe Fuster and John Leon, giving me the stats here at half. The key stats so far, points in the paint, Eastern dominating. 20 of their 32 have come in that paint area. Vadino up top for Riccardi. Brown on the wing. Brown crosses over, goes baseline, working on Kaluski, gets a hand in the face. It's short. The shot is long, and the rebound comes out of Barr. Barr over to Edwards. Here comes Edwards up the near sideline. Gets it over to Scalendro. Thinking about a three. Bounce pass in the corner. Klanuski puts it on the floor. Left of the lane. Spins. Working on Brown. Dumps it down for Barr. Barr up pump and can't get it to fall. Here comes Riccardi. 5:07 to play. St. Joe with the ball. They trail 32-29. Brown catches on the right side. In the paint for Mitchell. Mitchell high off the glass. And Mitchell has 4 in the quarter. It's a 1-point game. Here come the Wildcats. They get it up for Sanders. Sanders back to Logan Edwards. Anthony Barr dumps it down for Klanuski, who catches underneath the basket. Needs to come back out from underneath, and he was fouled. The big man, 6'8", laying on the floor. A whistle and a foul. And Ben Mitchell, his second. 4:41 to play. Third quarter. Vikings lead by 1. Largest lead, Eastern, by 12. Now they lead by 1. And the first one is good. Klanuski, first attempts from the line. 16 points for Klanuski, along with 10 rebounds in just a half and 4 minutes. And both of them are good from the line. He makes a pair, 3-point lead. 34-31, 4:30 to play here in the third. Medino crosses the timeline, gets it over to Kieran Dongo. Left of the lane, little shot goes up, no good. Rebound comes down to Barr. Barr comes out of traffic. Barr crosses the timeline. Barr dribbling through, kicks it out. Flacco 3, good. Flacco with a 3, he's got 7, makes it a 6-point lead. So the largest lead was 12. They cut it to 1. It's back to 6. Kieran Dongo with the ball. St. Joe's trails 37-31, 4:06 to play in the third. Kieran Dongo between the circles, back to Vadino. Vadino, man-to-man defense by Eastern, staring it down. Kieran Dongo with a right hand at the elbow, up and under, tried to get it to Mitchell, and he took steps. They turn it over for the 11th time tonight. And into the game, Jordan Davis and Jordan Lyles. Couple Jordans into the game for the Wildcats. Scalendro crosses the timeline, comes to the right side, gives off to Flacco. Flacco at the elbow to Scalendro, over to Gibson. Gibson kicks it out for Klanuski. Thought about a 3, then he kicks it at the Barr. Barr crosses over. Scalendro to the elbow for Klanuski, and it's stolen away by Brown. He tipped it out of his hand and ran down the loose change. Here comes Jordan Davis into the game fresh for the Wildcats. off on the left side. They get it down in the paint for Mitchell, and he's got 6 in the quarter with that layup off the left block. Ben Mitchell, double figures with 12. Gibson shots blocked away. Jordan Davis blocked it. Brown had it, and then it was stolen away by Anthony Barr, and he walked. Barr walked as he tried to get the loose change. And it goes back to St. Joe with a 4-point deficit, 37-33, 3:03 to play third quarter. And the fouls are at 2, so we're clean here. 2-2 on those fouls here in the third. Riccardi leads the way with 14, had the ball stripped away from him, and he's going to get whistled for a cheapie out there. It's going to be his third, by the way. Charlie Riccardi, 14 points in the first half. Zippo here in the third quarter. His third personal foul, however, and that's the team's third. They'll inbound right here in front of us. Flacco, trigger man, gets it to Barr. Alex Barr crosses the timeline. Barr on the right wing. Barr cuts the paint, gets the shot partially blocked away, and Lyles, who blocked the shot, ends up on Barr's back somehow. And Alex Barr will go to the line. Lyles whistled for the foul, his second. And it's the team's fourth as Klanuski will go to the line. He's 2 for 2 at the line so far. And that one hits the back iron, no good. Second one coming. Klanuski, 16 or 17 points in the game, trying to make it 18 with this second attempt. And that one's no good. Rebound snapped down by Mitchell. Davis, little stutter step, gets it in the corner for Lyles. Lyles at the paint and fires it out to Brown. Brown hands off to Riccardi. They got Klanuski guarding Riccardi now. They don't want him shooting any threes out there. Mitchell gets a shot blocked by Klanuski, but they're going to get a foul first on the body, and I think it's Alex Barr with the foul. They're going to call it actually on Gibson. That's his third. So third foul on Gibson is going to put Mitchell at the line, Ben Mitchell. Get a pair here. And Mitchell's first one is good. That was Mitchell's 1 for 3 now from the line. Back into the game, Logan Edwards for Eastern. Taking a seat is Darren Gibson, who's got the 3. Second chance for Gibson at the free throw stripe. And that one's no good. Klanuski fights for the rebound. He gets it to Flacco. So Flacco comes up with it as Klanuski almost knocked it out of bounds from him. Edwards with his heels at midcourt. Klanuski, ball high over his head. It's a 3-point lead with 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Eastern with the lead and the ball. Edwards, Barr, right of the lane, in the corner. Flacco thought about a 3. Scalendro now backs it out. Barr on the right side. Man-to-man defense by the Wildcats with 1:40 to play in the third. Ben Mitchell on Alex Barr. They get it to Klanuski. Flacco guarded by Lyles. This is Barr. Barr at the foul line, dumps it to Klanuski, who lost the handle, now went up and under, shot is short. The rebound comes down to Brown. Here come the Wildcats. Lyles right of the lane, and he's fouled out on the perimeter on the floor. So the foul is going to be charged to Alex Barr. So Riccardi, actually they give that one to Flacco. That's going to be his 4th foul, by the way, on Flacco. So he's got to come out of the game. Riccardi back in. They get it to Riccardi off a play. Off the out of bounds. It's blocked. His 3 shots blocked by Scalendro, and Eastern comes back with it. He ran a little play for Riccardi there. He came all the way from one side of the court to the other, and he tried a 3 on the catch. Got it blocked. Here comes Edwards, left of the lane, stripped. Stays with Eastern, was stripped by Davis. Wildwood Catholic of Cherokee up next on 97.3 ESPN.com. Riccardi out. Of course, Riccardi's got 3 fouls, so they're trying to shuffle him in and out. Kladowski catches the inbound. Then they get it to Barr. Baseline, Barr. And did he step on the end line? No. A whistle and a foul. Foul on the baseline on LaQuay Brown, his second. And the team's fifth. 37-34, 56 seconds. Eastern leads with the ball. Barr for three off the inbound, short. Rebound comes down to Edwards. Edwards puts it back up. It's short. He gets his rebound, and now it's knocked out of his hand. And we got a foul called. And I believe that foul is going to be on Kieran Dongo. As Kieran Dongo with his third personal. Team 6 going to send Logan Edwards to the line. He's got 3 points on the day. 0 for 1 from the free throw stripe. 49.5 seconds left here in the third quarter. The left-hander makes good on the first. 4 points in all. Riccardi back in, and Lyles takes a seat. St. Joe down by 4 with 49.5 seconds left. Second chance here for Edwards is good, and Edwards makes a pair. He's got 5. They lead by 5. 39-34, 45 seconds left to play in the quarter. Third quarter action here. Right side, Kieran Dongo. Brown catches it on the near sideline. Ben Mitchell has it. Over to Riccardi. Looks like St. Joe playing for one. Davis, man-to-man defense by the Vikings. Kieran Dongo playing catch at the top between 3 guards. Kieran Dongo gets it to Davis, back to Mitchell. Ben Mitchell, a junior, having a real nice game. Riccardi with 13 seconds. They get it back to Mitchell. Mitchell got it stripped away by Alex Barr. Barr to the elbow, all the way to the basket, and the layup is good. Tough shot by Barr. His first 2 of the night, of the half, makes it 41-34. Eastern leads St. Joe here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Listen for full coverage of high school basketball on 97.3 ESPN Radio and video on 97.3 ESPN.com, produced by Ulmer's Appliance. These games are brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance Service with 4 games to serve you. 399-4398 for information. That's Ulmer's Appliance Service. And RE/MAX at the Shore, the Jersey Shore real estate experts. Call 609-523-9494 and let the experts find you a home at the Shore. 41-34 our score here at the end of 3. We'll have the fourth quarter coming up for you on 97.3 ESPN.com. Final 8 to go, fourth quarter underway, 41-34. Mike Gill with you, 97.3 ESPN.com's coverage of high school basketball. Vedino for St. Joe in the white with the red trim. Eastern in the blue with the white trim. Vedino, and a 5-second call as Vedino could not separate himself from the defender, Alex Barr, so they start the fourth quarter with a turnover. 41-34 the score. St. Joe trailing. They've been down by as many as 12. They've cut the lead to 1 at one point in this game. Edwards kicks it out. Barr. Scalendro took some steps, turns it over. So we start the fourth with back-to-back turnovers. 7:38 to play here in the ball game. St. Joe looking for their 13th win of the season. Mitchell at the foul line, to the paint, to the bucket. He scores, and he's fouled, and Mitchell will get a chance for a 3-point play. So Ben Mitchell had a great third quarter, a really good first quarter, and starts the fourth off in style, 41-34 to 36. Could make it 41-37 with this free throw right here. Mitchell from the line is 1 for 3. And he's now 2 for 4, very important. And it's 41-37. St. Joe putting some press on. Scalendro inbound. Barr comes to catch. Mitchell defending. Crosses the timeline. 7:24 to play in the game. Scalendro over to Edwards. Klanuski puts it on the floor. Kicks it out. Right of the lane. Over to Barr. Barr to Klanuski. Thought about a three. Put it on the floor. He loses the handle. It's on the floor. And the Wildcats have it. They trail by 4. Vedino. Bounce pass down low. And Brown lost his footing, but they're going to call a foul on Barr. And that's going to be Barr's second, I believe. Team 6, 1 from the penalty here. They'll inbound under the basket. Vedino. Bounce pass to Mitchell. Mitchell gets stripped. The ball's on the floor. There's a tangle on the floor, and we got a walk. They're going to get Ben Mitchell for traveling. The arrow would have faced Eastern anyway. 41-37, 6:57 to play. And there's a whistle. And we got Logan Edwards for a foul off the ball, way on the other side of the floor. So St. Joe, I believe now, in the penalty after this. That was the 7th, but since it's off the ball, dead ball foul. Mitchell inbounds. Here's Brown. Brown catches, gets it to Kieran Dongo. Kieran Dongo puts it on the floor, kicks it to the corner. 3 ball on the way for Vedino. He gets it to fall. 41-40. St. Joe within 1. 6:40 to play. Barr spinning around. They lead by 1 with the ball. Eastern in blue, St. Joe in white. Klanuski at the elbow, trying to force a shot up, and he does, but it's short, and the rebound comes down to Brown, and there's going to be a foul. And that one's on Klanuski. It's his 4th. 4th foul on Matt Klanuski here. And St. Joe going to get Jordan Davis back in the game, and Tom Flacco is going to enter for St. Joe, or excuse me, for Eastern. At the line, LaQuay Brown, who made a pair his last trip to the line. First one's good, so 3 in a row after missing his first one. Tie ball game, 41-all here at the Shootdown Cancer Classic, 97.3 ESPN.com. And the second one is no good. The rebound comes down to Gibson. Barr, sideline, left of the lane, high off the glass, can't get it to fall. Brown comes down with the clean of the glass. Outlet pass, almost stolen. Now they get it to Davis. Davis trying to cross the timeline. He does with the left-hand pass. He gets it to Bedino. Now in the corner for 3. Riccardi, in and out, no good. The rebound and over the back call on Mitchell. That was an easy one. Ben Mitchell, his 3rd. Mitchell had his hand up on the shoulder and almost elevated himself up to the rim on that one. We're going to walk the floor for Flacco. Flacco's first chance from the free throw stripe. And Flacco shot short, and the rebound comes down to Vedino. Vedino over there to Jordan Davis. Davis with under 6 minutes to play at the elbow, kicks it in the corner. No, it's blocked out. The pass was blocked down, but Vedino ran it down. And we got a timeout taken by St. Joe here with 5:47 left to play in the 4th quarter. St. Joe, I believe, takes a 30-second timeout here on 97.3 ESPN.com. The DeWeese Law Firm, for experience and effective legal representation in New Jersey. Call 609-522-5599 or visit DeWeeseLawFirm.com. It's the Boardwalk Honda Game of the Week here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Connect with Brian Brumell and his sales staff at Boardwalk Honda on Facebook. Mike Gill with you here. Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee up next here at the Shoot Down Cancer Classic in Richland, New Jersey at the St. Augustine Prep campus. The 2014 edition. Saw some great games all day today and yesterday. 41-41 might be makings of the best game of the tournament here so far. 41-41, 5:42 to play, and St. Joe's turns it over. Barr with the steal. Barr, right of the lane. Jump stop all the way, and the layup doesn't go down, but he was fouled. And the foul's on Jordan Davis, his second. Going to send Barr to the line. Alex Barr shoots 1-1 here for Eastern as the Vikings looking for their 16th win of the year. First one is good. Could hear a pin drop on that one. Alex Barr is a senior, 6 foot tall. And the second one is good. So Alex Barr makes a pair to give Eastern a 2-point advantage with 5:30 to play. Davis sees Brown underneath the basket. He gets the layup to fall. It's good, and he's fouled. And LaQuay Brown will go to the line, and we'll have to see who that foul is going to be charged to. And I think it's on Flacco, which means that would be his 5th personal foul. And Tom Flacco has fouled out of the game. With 5:30 left to play, Flacco is gone. Seven points for Flacco as he fouls out with 7 points on the day. It will be Malik Sanders replacing Flacco and LaQuay Brown at the line looking for a 3-point play. It would be St. Joe's first lead of the game. They've tied it. Can they take the lead? They do. St. Joe in the lead, 44-43. Edwards walks the length of the floor. 5.5 minutes to go in the game. The Crusaders up next, Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee. Shot short, might have been blocked by Mitchell. The rebound comes down to Brown. 44-43, the Joe leads it with the ball coming up on 5 minutes. Riccardi on the right wing at the elbow for Brown, and we got a whistle, and they're going to be shooting 2. And the foul is going to be on Gibson. That's his 4th. So Gibson has 4. He's managed to pick up 4 fouls in about 5 minutes of play. But 2 shots coming now for Ben Mitchell. Double bonus. Mitchell's first one is good. 2-point lead for St. Joe. They lead at 45-43 with 5:03 to play. Mitchell. Second one. Short. Rebound. Mitchell trying to get it. He got a hand on it, but knocked it to Fedrick. And Fedrick almost moved his pivot foot. Fedrick into the corner. Spinning baseline is Sanders. No good. Can't get his own rebound. Gibson. And the rebound comes down to Brown. St. Joe has it with under 5 minutes to play and a 2-point lead. Davis crosses the timeline. Davis over to Mitchell. Mitchell in the corner now for Lyles. Lyles goes baseline. Lyles' shot is blocked away by Gibson. Rebound comes down to Barr. Barr right of the lane. Barr puts it up. No good. There's a whistle and a foul, though, and the foul's going to be charged to Jordan Davis, his 3rd. 45-43, 4:30 to play here in the game. Vadino and Kieran Dongo jumping off the bench now for St. Joe. Alex Barr at the line. Made his last 2. Shoots 2 again here. First one is good. Second one coming. Klanuski, who has got 3, he's coming back for the final 4:30. Lyles and Davis off the floor for St. Joe. Alex Barr with his second attempt from the free throw line. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. 4 for 5 in the game. Second one good. We're tied, 45 all. 4.5 minutes to play. Shoot down cancer, classic. St. Augustine Prep. Prep lost last night here on their home floor to Holy Spirit. And Riccardi loses the handle. He shovels it past to Vedino. Vedino, underhand pass to Kirandongo. Kirandongo hits the floor. It's stolen away. Fendrick all the way. The layup is short, but Klanuski gets the rebound, and he just lightly puts it in. So Klanuski comes off the bench for his first 2 of the quarter. 47-45. Eastern leads it. Kirandongo gets it to Riccardi. Riccardi's layup is short, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. So Charlie Riccardi, held scoreless in the third, will get 2 from the free throw line. 3:57 left to play. First one, good, Riccardi. 14 in the first half, 15 now in the game. 1-point game. Riccardi can tie it here. And he does. We're tied at 47. (47-47). Eastern in the corner. Sanders for 3. It's long. The rebound to Barr. Barr on the block. Kicks it out for Fendrick. Klanuski with a head fake at the elbow. Fendrick thought about a 3. Now to Barr. Barr with a long 3. Can't get it to fall. The front rim, and the rebound comes down to Kirandongo, but there's a foul on Eastern, and we'll walk the floor here. Malik Sanders called for the foul. It's his first. Team is over the limit the rest of the way. 2 shots here. Kirandongo, who has, I don't even believe, taken a shot in this game. I believe he's 0 for 1 from the field. And now 2 from the free throw line is long. 3:31 to play here in the game. If you're watching at 97.3 ESPN.com, St. Joe in white, Eastern in blue. Kirandongo's second's no good. Short, rebound comes down to Barr. Barr crosses the timeline. Barr, left of the lane. Barr all the way to the layup. It's good. Alex Barr with his first field goal of the quarter. 2-point lead for the Vikings. Kirandongo puts it on the floor. Vedino for 3, and it's way long, and it's tipped out by Klanuski. Fendrick comes right of the lane. Barr with a layup and good in transition. Alex Barr has the last 4 points, for Eastern, 51-47, and Tim Gallagher wants a timeout. With 2:54 to play in the game, Eastern 51, St. Joe 47. This is high school basketball on 97.3 ESPN.com. Brought to you by RE/MAX at the Shore, the Jersey Shore real estate experts. Call 609-523-9494 and let the experts find you at the Shore. Find you a home at the Shore. And Olmer's Appliance Service with 4 offices to serve you. Call 399-4398 for information. Olmer's Appliance Service. Back 51-47, back and forth. This one looks like it's going to go here in the final 3 minutes of this game. And Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee up next. St. Joe will inbound. They get it to Vedino. Vedino on the far sideline. Bounce pass down low to Brown. Brown's shot is short. The rebound to Mitchell. Mitchell puts it up and good. Mitchell with the putback. And it's 51-49. Back to a 2-point game with 2:38 to play. Eastern with the lead and the ball. Edwards crosses the timeline on the right side here to Klanuski. Turns and faces, goes baseline, and he is fouled on the floor. 2 shots coming for Klanuski. And they're going to get LaQuay Brown his 3rd personal foul. And, of course, the team's over the limit. Both sides the rest of the way. Klanuski with 20 points on the night now, unofficially. And into the game for Eastern, John Scalendro. Couple dribbles for Klanuski, 52-49, 2:28 to play, and Klanuski's second one is good. So he makes a pair, makes it 53-49, 4-point game, 2.5 minutes to play. Here come the Wildcats. Kieran Dongo up top for Mitchell. Mitchell in the corner for Vedino. Vedino up top for Riccardi. Riccardi just hasn't been able to get any space here in the second half. He hit 3 threes in the first half, but they have been all over him in the second half. He's had 1 free throw, but he'll get a shot for 2 right here after the foul on John Fendrick. Riccardi steps to the line and makes the first one. 53-50, Davis into the game. 2:11 to play. Riccardi's second one is pure, and we got a 2-point game with 2:11 to go. Riccardi with 17 points. Klanuski catches, nearly lost it. Now he hands off to Barr. Barr pressured by Mitchell. Fendrick back to Barr between the circles at the top of the key. Over to Fendrick. Edwards dribbles between 2 defenders, throws up a tough layup. It's no good. The rebound comes down to Klanuski, and he throws up the shot, and he gets it to fall. High off the glass on the offensive rebound, 55-51. 1.5 minutes to go. Riccardi on the right side, dribbles, fade away, gets that to fall, and a timeout taken by St. Joe. A tough shot by Riccardi, and with 1:21 left, St. Joe calls timeout. It's a 30-second timeout here in the fourth quarter. 55-53, Eastern leads St. Joe with 1:21 left to play here in the game. Got full timeouts left. All the 30s are gone. 55-53. Eastern leads with the ball. St. Joe's showing pressure with 1:21 to play. Klanuski catches. They get it back to Scalendro. Edwards will bring it up. Edwards crosses the timeline on the far side. Klanuski catches. Guarded by Brown. Brown has 3 fouls. Gibson hands off for Barr. Under a minute to play. We've got a 2-point game. Eastern with the lead and the ball. Mitchell defending. 48 seconds. Edwards dribbles to the baseline. Now he spins out and kind of shovels a pass to Klanuski, and now St. Joe's fouls with 41 seconds left. Going to send Edwards to the line. Edwards 2 for 3 from the line. And the foul is charged to Riccardi, his fourth. And the free throw's no good, the first one. So it's at least a one-possession game. Vadino back in for St. Joe, Davis out. Vadino, by the way, 2 threes in the half here. He's got 6 points. Second one rattles in. And Eastern's going to take a timeout. So here in the fourth quarter with 41 seconds left to go, Eastern calls timeout. 56-53. They lead it here on 97.3 ESPN.com. We'll have the final 41 seconds coming up here on 97.3 ESPN.com. (56-53) back here at the Shootdown Cancer Classic at St. Augustine Prep. 40 seconds left. St. Joe down by 3 with the ball. Vadino brings it up. Over to Riccardi. Up top for Vadino. Looking for some separation from Barr. Kieran Dongo catches. Vadino with 25 seconds. Down by 3. Into the corner. Riccardi's 3, and it's short. He might have got it nicked. Might have got it tipped. And coming up with it is Edwards. Either a block or somebody got an arm there. It sounded like something. Ben Mitchell, his fourth. And Edwards back to the line. He just missed 1 of 2. He'll get a shot to make this at least a 2-possession game here. Edwards, the lefty. First attempt is good. 2-possession game, 4 points, 57-53. Kieran Dongo's out, and Jordan Davis is in. Eastern has virtually cleared the paint, just one player in there. So St. Joe should come down with the rebound on a miss. 19 seconds left. Edwards' second one is going to be short, and the rebound comes down to Brown. Here comes St. Joe. They kick it up to Vadino for 3. Long. The rebound comes down to Barr, and a foul with 11 seconds left to go. And it looks like Eastern might walk out of here with their 16th win of the season. LaQuay Brown charged with his 4th personal foul. Alex Barr will go to the line for 2. Alex Barr has been 4 for 4 from the line in the fourth quarter. He's now 5 for 5 from the line in the fourth quarter. Makes it 58-53. Barr's second one is good. 6 for 6 from the line in the fourth quarter, and those 6 points are the difference in this game. It's a 6-point advantage. Davis for 3. The lefty tried to bank it in, no good, and the rebound comes down off of Logan Edwards, so we'll stay with the Wildcats, but just 3.9 seconds. They're down by 6. Riccardi will inbound. Trying to get it into Davis. He does. Davis for 3. The lefty's short, and the rebound comes down to Vadino, who actually just hit a wild shot. Can we send that to Sports Center? Does that basket count? As Vadino caught it and just literally threw it up over the basket, over the backboard, and it went in, but it doesn't appear that they're counting the basket. 59-53. the final score here as Eastern improves to 16-3. The Wildcats fall to 12-5. Great game here on 97.3 ESPN.com. We got another one coming up for you in about 15 minutes from now. It will be the Crusaders of Wildwood Catholic taking on the Chiefs from Cherokee. Should be a great one coming up next here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Matt Klanuski named tonight's player of the game for Eastern. And we will be back with Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee coming up in about 15 minutes here on 97.3 ESPN.com.